Hello friends, my name is Hari Krishna. Today I am going to explain one of the important topic of organic chemistry, that is called carboxylic acid. It is one of the main functional group of organic chemistry. So carboxylic acid general formula is RCOOH. Two oxygens will be there, one carbon minimum should be there. This detailed structure will be R bond C, double bond O, and bond H. This is the detailed structure. Here R may be alkyl groups or maybe aryl group. I can call this as aliphatic group. I can call this as aromatic group. Means alkyl groups or aliphatic groups means this R can be a single hydrogen, it can be a one carbon with three hydrogens, it can be two carbons with different number of hydrogen atoms, and so on. It may be even a branch also. This R can be a aromatic, which means like a ring compounds, like a benzene ring compounds. It depends upon example. R may be a alkyl group or aliphatic group or aryl or aromatic group. So when you're discussing about these carboxylic acids, we will discuss the subtopics like this. First we see nomenclatures of carboxylic acids. How to name these carboxylic acids is the first part. Next one is its preparation. How to prepare them we have to discuss. Next, properties. Properties again two different types. One is physical properties, other one is chemical properties. So either we have to discuss both physical as well as chemical properties. Next topic is a test, how to test these carboxylic acid function groups. Next, uses of this. So these are the different subtopics present in these functional groups. Nomenclature, how to name them. Preparation, how to prepare these carboxylic acids. Properties, physical as well as chemical. Physically, how they will be there, like a melting point, boiling point, solubility, like that. Chemical properties, how they behave with others, how they react with others. Next, how to test them, how to use them, what are the uses of carboxylic acid in daily life or in industries. All these things we have to discuss. Let us start with the first one, nomenclature. First of all, the name of this group is carboxylic acids. Why the name is given as carboxylic acids means, if we see its general formula, which is RCOOH, means OH is there, means we call that as hydroxyl group. OH group is named as hydroxyl group. If the compound has CO group, we call that as carbonyl group. So in this so-called RCOOH, we have carbonyl group, we have hydroxyl group. So they mixed these two names as carboxylic acid. I hope I'm clear up to here. So we call them as carboxylic acids, which means it possesses both the carbonyl group as well as a hydroxyl group. Okay. So when you are naming these compounds, mainly in the nomenclature, we see two different types of names generally. One is common name, next one is IUPAC name. IUPAC stands for International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. So for taking the common names, there is no particular rules for common names. It depends upon source and person and place. When you go for IUPAC names, we have a specific rules. Mainly for carboxylic acids, we use the word oic acid. This is the word we use for carboxylic acids according to IUPAC. Yeah, let's see each and everything. Let's see our CBSE test book. Yeah. In this particular CBSE test book, you can see some examples. Yeah, can you see these examples? Yeah. Now see. First type of carboxylic acid is HCOOH, which means its common name is formic acid. Why they said formic acid? Because it's a Latin name which means forma, which means formica, which means ant. This is an acid released by ants, so it is called formic acid, formica. In that sense, it is called formic acid. Whereas CH3COOH, that means in place of this H, we have one carbon, which possesses three hydrogens, obviously. First, for such type of compounds, the common name is acetic acid. It is taken from the name called vinegar. In vinegars, which were used in bakery items, that possess acetic acid. Next, if we have 4 or 3 or 4 or 5 or carbons, based on number of carbons, the name is given. Say for example, we have totally 3 carbons. Then prop is a word we use, propanoic acid. So it continues like that. When it comes to IUPAC name, see IUPAC names. When you see IUPAC, when you are writing the IUPAC names, first check number of carbons. So in this structure we have one carbon, so we use the word meth. And if we see the structure of this carboxylic acids, so this H and C contains only single bond, so it is AN. And it is COH group is there, we use the word oic acid, word we use according to IUPAC. So combining all this, we get methanoic acid. When it comes to next, if the 2 carbons are there, we use the root word eth. Between 2 carbons, see, in place of H, 1 carbon, COOH. So on this 3 hydrogens will be there. Means between these 2 carbons, single bond. Don't consider the multiple bond between oxygen and carbon. We have to see whether between the carbons we have single or double bonds. As it is single bond, we use the word An. It is carboxylic acid group, so we use the word oic acid. That is how the names will be there. If overall 3 carbons are there, prop, single bond An, oic acid. If 4 carbons are there, 4 but, An, oic acid. It continues like that. If we see the examples from here onwards, up to first examples, we have single COOH only. Only one COOH is present in the functional group. From here onwards, we have 2 COOH groups. If 2 COOH groups are there, IUPAC rules are same. 2 carbons are there, so eth, between them single bond N. But as 2 COH groups are there, we use the word dioic acid. Oic acid is a word we use commonly. As 2 COOH groups are there, we use the word dioic acid. If it is 3 carbons, prop, between them single bond. Again, 2 COOH group, so it is dioic acid. So it continues like that. 4 carbons butanoic acid, 5 carbons pentanoic acid, 6 carbons hexanoic acid. It continues like that according to IUPAC. If 3 COOH groups are there, we use the word tricarboxylic acid. Now coming to this, for this dicarboxylic acid groups, we have common names like this: oxalic acid, malonic acid, succinic acid, glutaric acid, adipic acid. We can use a shortcut like first letters. Consider the first letters: OMGA, ohms, gap. O stands for oxalic, M stands for malonic, S stands for succinic, G stands for glutaric, A stands for adipic. What is the difference between all these things? Means very simple. Directly 2 COOH groups are connected, means that is oxalic. Between them 1 carbon is there, means that is malonic. If 2 carbons are there between 2 COH groups, that is succinic. 3 carbons are, that is glutaric. If 4 carbons are there, it is called adipic acid. These are the common names we use for this. I hope nomenclature is clear to everybody. Thank you.